A long time ago, longer now than it seems, in a place that perhaps you've seen in your dreams, for the story that you are about to be told took place in the holiday worlds of...
It's a foggy October day when you're sitting in a cluttered classroom filled to the brim with Halloween-themed treats, decorations, and an air of coziness that only comes with holidays in school. There's an air of excitement as you and your classmates debate who's getting the most candy trick-or-treating this year, while taking big bites out of Mummy-themed Rice Krispie treats and listening to Monster Mash for the 12 billionth time that week. The teacher reads the class a scary story about witches and goblins before the bell rings and everyone piles into the bus home before the big night. The term retro, in the context of an aesthetic, was one I always applied to abstract concepts such as retrofuturism or retro vaporwave, but when I discovered the nostalgia-inducing monolith that is retro Halloween, it didn't just make me feel happy and content, it made me feel unbelievably nostalgic for all those special October days growing up. The term retro Halloween itself includes a lot of grainy photos of vintage Halloween decorations, elementary school parties like I described just a second ago, and overly decorated suburban houses that feel like home, even to someone like me who pretty much lives in the exact opposite. Each photo has one thing consistent though. They're all taken on old cameras evoking this early 2000s feel. So why do these images I have little to no actual personal association with make me feel so strongly about a bunch of decorations from the 2000s? It's because they represent a group of widespread and extremely vivid experiences a great majority of kids growing up at the time remember well. The combination of very specific things like pumpkin carving, dressing up, and decorating every inch of the town carved their way into every cold October month. However, in the context of the feeling I get from retro Halloween, it was clearly not just about tradition, but the profoundly vivid memories that were made during childhood specifically. You see, us humans have this weird thing where as we age, time seems to go by a lot faster than it used to. This is because of our awareness and perception becoming less and less vivid with the passing of time. When you're young, say 13, 1 year is 1/13 of your life, which feels so much bigger than if you say in your 60s, and on your way out the door, if you know what I mean. In turn, this makes every Halloween you had as a kid feel so much more sensory and important. Some people devote their entire side-time hobby just to collecting vintage Halloween decorations. They'll go in and out of stores, yanking every jack-o'-lantern off the shelf and stuffing their Walmart witch bag. These videos are actually the first thing that come up when you look up retro Halloween on YouTube. But why? Why do folk feel the need to preserve these objects from the past? I imagine because most of these people remember Halloween from their childhood as an untouchable and sacred memory that they simply cannot let go of. And I get it. Like, these images make me feel like I want to be that dirty little kid from Charlie Brown hugging the giant pumpkin or whatever. They make me feel like not only I should never forget my childhood experiences with fall, Halloween, school holiday parties, and the spooky month of October, but also that I should do everything I can to make future Halloweens just as special for the generations to come. I see a lot of people in the comments of retro Halloween type videos saying that Halloween will never be the same, like it was only special when they were kids. But I'm not even an adult, and I know that's a horrible mindset to have. Halloween only feels like a hazy, distant good dream because it was in your childhood. Now it's time to get up, stop moping, and make some new kid's childhood by handing them a piece of candy and decorating your house. Vintage Halloween, or retro Halloween, is a vast aesthetic that combines childhood nostalgia with Halloween practices of all manner, including old Halloween specials, autumn leaves falling randomly, pumpkins on every porch, shelves upon shelves of wonky decorations, and goblins and ghouls running through twisted and crooked trees. It carves its niche in aesthetics with a fond and familiar old-timey feel that wasted no time into throwing you into a world you once knew all too well. And this Halloween, we might as well do everything we can to make it feel that same way again.